Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting video with a newish indie palette. This is the Alien Cosmetics Not Normal palette, and I did purchase this myself, so if you want to hear my first impression thoughts on this palette, see some swatches and how I created this look, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. If you aren't subscribed already, I would highly recommend going ahead and doing so because I love to film with new eyeshadow palettes. I love to create will I buy it videos, and we do a lot of other fun things. So highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell. Also make sure you're checking to see that you haven't been unsubscribed from my channel. All of these things really help me out. They're a great way to support the channel for free. Like this video if you enjoyed, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm really excited. I have been buying Alien palettes for a while. It's a bit of a bad habit that I've developed, but I really like the color stories they create, and the quality is generally really good as far as I've tried. So I am very excited to be holding this palette in my hand. I also really like their price point. It's not like overpriced, and the formula is really nice for the price you're paying, so that also makes me really happy. I did reach out to Alien Cosmetics and they did give me a code, so now you can use my code KHMAKEUP and save money when you shop on the Alien website, which is awesome. That is an affiliate code, so I will make a small commission. Thank you in advance for doing so. I did see that a few of you used my code to purchase their like all duochrome palette. That is so stunning. I really want that palette, but it's like $80, so I'm trying to be good and use the palettes that I have. But this palette's really cute too. I believe this one is currently out of stock, so I will post when I see any restock information. There might be a pre-order. I'll link it down in my description box if you guys are curious to try. I also have an Alien Cosmetics playlist, so if you're looking at some of their older palettes, maybe you want to check out that playlist and see my thoughts on the videos. I really like this palette as far as like the quality of the packaging and stuff. It has these nice square pans, a really nice mirror, and the quality of the mirror is really nice too. I'm like looking in it now and I'm like, whoa, that's clear. And these pans look mighty big too. Now this is a net weight of 32 grams or 1.13 ounces, which I'm not really sure if that's a lot of product or not, but this was designed in the US and made in the PRC. 24-month shelf life and cruelty free. So the box packaging looks exactly the same. It just has the ingredients and everything on the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss the box because I don't need it. Anyway, I'm dying to swatch this palette, so let's go ahead and do that. I already used the palette on my eyes, but I didn't get a chance to swatch it. So let's go ahead and swatch the first row. So the color story is really pretty. It's very grungy. So if you don't like grungy eyeshadow color stories, maybe this one's not for you. But they do have some other like girly palettes and even those like all duochrome palettes like I was saying. So the first four shades are Day Job, Topaz, Gemini, and Sultry. And I used Topaz, Gemini, and Sultry on my eye look today. Okay, so the next row we have Basic, which I used on my brow bone. I have Emerald in my crease, Exorcist on the inner corner, and then the shade Taupe's like a purple grade shimmer shade. It's kind of a funny name. I mean, it's definitely more purple. I wouldn't really call it a taupe, but that's just my opinion. And the last row is definitely very like swamp inspired in my opinion. And so we have Smoke, Emotions, Sage, and Grunge. Sage shade is so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful color. We actually have our bedroom, we have an accent wall, and it's kind of that shade. It's like a really pretty sage green. So I didn't use any of the eyeshadows in the last row, but I definitely will in a future look that I create with this palette. But here are all of the swatches. Everything swatched pretty nicely. I did have to build up the mattes, but I do mention that when I'm actually creating this eye look as well, that the Alien Cosmetics eyeshadows, the mattes are very buildable. So you can start off with a light layer, but if you want that intense green, for example, you can just keep layering it and it builds up really nicely. And that can be really handy when you like to blend your eyeshadows like I do. You guys know I love to blend, so I can sit here and blend green eyeshadow all day. So that is a good thing for me. So now that you've seen swatches, let's go ahead and get into how I created this quick and easy makeup look. Okay, we're gonna film the demo portion of the video with the Not Normal palette. I'm so excited. Oh, this is like a grungy green lover's dream. Of course, I have to use the shade Emerald. I feel like I've been waiting to do that for the last week or so. So I'm just gonna grab my Sigma E49 and go into the shade Emerald, which is like the prettiest green shade ever. And we're throwing that in the crease. Okay, I'm taking this pencil brush and I'm going into the shade Exorcist, which is like a pretty like mustardy green. And I'm gonna use that on the inner corner. Okay, I'm gonna take a clean brush and go into Exercise again. I just wanted something a little bit bigger because the brush I was using was kind of a smaller brush. So I'm gonna blend it in nicely with the shade Emerald. Emerald built up really nicely too. Okay, now I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go into the shade Sultry, which is like the pretty purple. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner just to help deepen up the look. The cool thing about this particular matte formula is it really builds on top of each other really nicely. It's not like muddying it up, and you can really bump up the color saturation, because even the shade Emerald, I noticed like I could layer it, and sometimes with mattes it's hard to layer them and then they just get really muddy, and this formula doesn't seem to do that, which is a major bonus in my opinion. Now I'm going to take that fluffy brush and just blend the purple into the crease, and then I'm just going to pop more purple. This is a very grungy look, which I'm not so sure about because I'm going to work after this, but it's fine. Now there's a really pretty duochrome green shade called Gemini in this palette, and I'm definitely putting that on the inner corner, kind of layering that up. And then I'm going to grab a flat Sigma E54 and go into the shade Topaz, which is a really pretty like chartreuse shade. Give it a little spray. And I'm going to pull that in on the lid. And I'm taking that brush I used for the purple and just helping mesh the topaz shade with the purple. And then I'm just giving it a nice layer. I'm not afraid to put shimmer into my crease, so that's what I did. And I'm taking this pencil brush, going back into Gemini, giving it a little spray, and I will build that up some more once I finish up the rest of my face makeup just to make it pop. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my base off camera, and I will be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I did add the Pat McGrath lip gloss. I haven't worn lip gloss in so long, and I've been so into it this past week, so this is just Flesh 4 on my natural lip color. And I have been loving the JACLYN Hill blush in Loverboy. This is her like loose blush formula. And honestly, I feel like the reason I'm really enjoying it is because I found the right brush to apply it with, and that brush has been my Real Techniques buffing brush. And this is just so perfect for really buffing on that blush. This is also my favorite brush for cream blush. So if you already picked it up based on my recommendation of using it with cream blush, try and use it with a loose powder blush and you might end up enjoying it. So just a little makeup tip for you guys. But as far as my thoughts on the Alien Cosmetics Not Normal palette, now do keep in mind this is a first impression. It's my first time using this palette. I will come back and talk to you guys more about it in my rankings video, which will be at the start of next month. But as far as this palette goes, it is good quality. I didn't have any problems using it, and like you saw in the demo, it was a quick and easy look, but I think the colors really play well together. It's a bit of a grungy color story, so don't get intimidated. Just try and play with it and group the similar shades together. If you don't want to get that purple involved, you can definitely do a beautiful green look, and you can do a grungy look, and then you can do a mix of both. You can also do a decent neutral look with this palette, although there isn't a neutral shimmer shade, so you would have to get a little bit creative, but I think the shade Taupe would make a beautiful lid color for a neutral look. So those are just some of the ideas I have just looking at the color story of this palette. Overall, I really like this. They already are teasing like a Halloween collaboration palette, so I'm very, very excited for that. And yeah, that is it. I just want to keep it quick and easy with this review. So let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section. You guys know I love chatting to you down there. And I will see you in my next video soon. Bye guys!